This is the very first Toyota Corolla hybrid. The Prius C has been extinguished from the Toyota lineup, and this seems to replace it. Although not a direct replacement, this is actually longer, wider, and bigger overall than the regular Prius. It's also more cost-effective than the regular Prius, starting about $1,000 below. It gets incredible gas mileage. It does only come in one trim level, which is the LE trim level, but it's not stripped down. It's well equipped and it has lots of the things on the inside, especially tech and safety, that anybody buying this car is going to want. It also makes my list of best buys under $24,000, and this vehicle competes directly with a Honda Insight. And I can tell you now, spoiler alert, I think it's better than the Insight. So let's talk about the design of the new Toyota Corolla hybrid. First of all, every single Corolla in every different trim level gets its own look and feel. This actually has active grille shutters behind this wide mouth grille. It has a blue Toyota badge at the front. LED headlights are standard on this vehicle, and when you turn them on, you can see the daytime running lights are this J-shaped lights. A really nice, unique front end. It fits into the rest of the Corolla lineup. It does have some interesting fender flares, and they work except in one respect for this vehicle. It actually comes standard with smaller tires and 15-inch wheels. Now that's to help the fuel economy. Yes, it gets a massive 52 miles a gallon combined. However, it does look a little small. If I wanted to be sexy, I might get the 16s or even the 18s that are available on the regular Corolla. And then there's the swooping tail of this vehicle. At the back end, it has a nice swoop to it, giving it a feeling of a little more than a coupe. However, it's a sedan, it's a family car, and it's very economical, but it still has design flair. Now, although this is an LE trim level, there is quite a few extra items on the inside of this. They have definitely not skimped on safety at Toyota or some of the infotainment features. So what is on the inside of this vehicle? Well, the interior trims are nicely put together. This particular model that we're testing has a blue and gray trim level. It is a cloth seat with a gray upper part and dark gray and a lighter gray lower part. The doors are actually hard plastic, but the dash is soft trim level. We are missing that faux stitching on the inside of this vehicle, but there is a fresh, clean, bright feeling. They've even made the headliner a lighter gray material, which gives it more of an airy feeling inside the vehicle. This particular one has the 8-inch screen. If you want a smaller standard screen, you'd have to go to the gasoline and downgrade to the very base model. This is the same screen that's available in the gasoline upper trim levels. Between the two gauges up front, we actually have a digital display where you can display lots of information in the vehicle. It also has a plastic steering wheel. This steering wheel is not available in leather. There is two USB ports, one behind the shifter where there is a small phone holder, and there's also a USB port in the center armrest, but that's all there is up front. Two standard cup holders, electronic parking brake and hill hold, your drive mode select, and then your EV mode and traction off. So the buttons are easily accessible. All the buttons around the screen are well labeled. It has real knobs for volume and tuning and the heating or the HVAC system. This vehicle, well laid out, bright and very cheerful, and also easy to operate all of the technology. So how is the usability of the new Toyota Corolla hybrid? Well, I'm not always a good judge because I'm only 5'4", but sitting in the back of this vehicle, there's plenty of room with a seat in my driving position. We have tested it with people over 6 foot tall, and they haven't complained about the legroom at all. In fact, if you're traveling with 5 people in the car, even this center seat in the back, it's okay. If you're traveling with 4, you can put the armrest down in the center here and use the cup holders, and both have an armrest. There is a little caveat to the amount of headroom in the back here. With the sloped coupe-like roof and the fact that the battery sits under the second row seat, The headroom is somewhat compressed. Now, even for me at 5'4", I've only got about 2 or 3 inches of headroom. If someone is sitting in the back here at 6'4", their head's going to be right up against the ceiling. Now, as far as tech and safety are concerned inside the new Corolla Hybrid, you'll find the same tech and safety as you would in the upper trim levels. In fact, Toyota haven't skimped on any of that. You get the full suite of everything that's available. So this does have lots of safety, the same as a luxury car. It has adaptive cruise control if you're driving. It also has the lane monitoring and lane keeping. It does help you keep in the center of your lane as well. It has a dash display that will help you in the different modes, so you can read what's between the gauges and which mode that you're actually in. It also has those modes, by the way, are Power, Eco and EV. It has all the safety of 2.0. It has Apple CarPlay, but as yet they haven't quite got Android Auto into this vehicle, but it does have an integration with Amazon Alexa, so you can use many of the features that you have in your home Amazon Alexa right here on the inside of the car. I give the tech a 9 out of 10. If they had Android Auto, it would be a perfect 10 out of 10 in this vehicle. Under the hood, you'll find a 1.8-litre gasoline engine, which is mated to the Toyota Hybrid system. Now, this vehicle outputs about 121 horsepower. It's mated to an eCVT transmission. The cool thing about this vehicle is it's the same drivetrain as the Prius, but it's about $1,000 less than the Prius, and this puts out a whopping 52 miles a gallon combined.
So after driving the Corolla Hybrid, as a day-to-day driver, it's absolutely perfect. All the power you actually need. And it's not a sports car, has great visibility and a lot of reduced cabin noise. My favorite feature, the sign recognition. It recognizes those road signs. 0 to 60 in about 10 seconds and a much improved suspension and cornering on uneven roads.
So what do we think of the brand new Toyota Corolla Hybrid? Well, for the very first Toyota Corolla Hybrid, they've done an excellent job. It comes with all the things you'd expect from Toyota: great reliability, a great hybrid system. Starts about $1,000 less than the Prius, but this is a real car. It gives you the real sedan feeling. It doesn't look any different, particularly than the other Toyota Corollas on the road. I prefer it to the Insight, which is Honda's car, which directly competes to this. And starting under around $23,000, I think it's a great value for money. Even if you were to kit it up with a lot of extras, this vehicle still actually hits it out of the park. And I'm still in disbelief that you can actually get 52 miles a gallon combined. Thanks for watching our video. Make sure that you subscribe, and also you can go to Our Auto Expert or Test Miles and see many more reviews of these vehicles. We want you to be a friend, so communicate your driving experiences with some of these cars and let us know if this review was helpful.